Hello and welcome back to today's final splash of paint, where it's time for our regular feature where we ask popular artists to reveal one of their most favourite artistic essentials. Let's join mixed media artist Jan Gardner as she shows us one of her most treasured silver possessions.
Today I'm going to show you why I have to have this 1-inch SAA silver brush in my toolkit. It's something that I find is a fantastic blender of colour, mark making, and it spreads colour as easily as anything. So I'm going to show you just a few ways in which I find it's a useful tool to have. So clean water, and I'm literally going to move the brush across. I'm going to just see what I can do with some colour. For me, it's something that holds a lot of moisture, whether it's the paint or the water, and you're literally adding to the surface that you're working on. It can be used as a superb mark making tool. So you've actually got the angle there, which is lots and lots of lines working into a moist surface, so you've got a real change of colour. And density. Great for detail. Range of shapes. Try not to make this into a picture, but it's ended. No, I won't let it be a picture. It's mark making. Okay, so spreading. And of course, in conjunction with the spray, it's also nice to drop in that area of colour. And what you can do is apply colour dry, ensuring that you can do this lovely continuum of a line with the help of that beautiful edge of the brush. Very meditative. So what I'm going to do now as well is show you how you can apply colour to colour, which is always a good thing to be able to do. So I've got the collage piece, one of the pieces I made earlier, and you're literally changing the way you move the brush. So you really are creating, it could even be, I don't know, chrysanthemum petals, but it's actually just using it on the, not the flat edge, but the upright edge. So you're just getting this lovely range of textures again. Made a mistake. Went into two colours at once, but because it's got such a fantastic angle to work with, you can seriously keep it loaded with several colours. And again, the brilliant part of it is using that lovely upright edge, so you're getting a nice firm strong colour on one line, and you're doing it on a background colour now instead of on the white or on the wash. So lots and lots crossing over, making really deep textures. Fabioso. But that's it, lovely. So those are some of the reasons I can't be without a 1-inch flat brush. Thank you.
I really can vouch for the whole range of SAA brushes. They offer sensational quality and unbelievable price, perfect for every medium. Visit the SAA website at saa.co.uk for details of the full collection available. Right, I'm afraid that's nearly all we've got time for today, folks, but just before we go, we've just got time to pull another question from the Splash of Paint postbag. Pam Williams has been in touch to ask about watercolour painting. She says, I'm struggling with painting rocks that always end up looking very flat and one-dimensional and ruin my landscape. Have you any advice? Well, I can show you a quick demonstration of this. If you get a piece of masking tape and take the stickiness away, stick it to yourself, wipe some of the moisture off your forehead, wipe it across and put that across the picture. And if that was the edge of the picture or maybe the sea, we could actually use this as a straight line to paint some rocks on. A very simple and quick way to do this is to use a nice thick watercolour paint. So a little bit of water. I'm just using a bit of natural grey and a bit of burnt sienna for this, but very, very thick paint. Nice and strong. And I'll put the paint on extremely heavy, and we can paint in the basic shapes of the rocks there. We'll just get them in all different shapes and sizes. It doesn't need to be anything precise for this example, or we could just do the one by itself just over this side. And then once you've put that on, make sure the paint's nice and thick. Make sure the paint's fresh as well, that's important. Make sure it's nice and juicy. And then using something with a straight edge, this is a palette knife which works amazingly well. You can physically go in and you can lay the palette knife flat and you can actually scrape away the surface of the paint. And you can see it's adding the texture to it, and you can wipe whatever direction works best to you using the flat side of it, and you can see it's making a nice rocky edge. It even uses the texture of the paper to do this, and it really is an effective way to work. Something that people do all the time. Credit cards work just as well. Any blunt-edged object will do it. And it's one of those things that you can't really paint effectively without doing this. It just seems to look a heck of a lot better doing it this method. And you can do smaller ones in the front, larger ones at the back. And then when you take the tape away, you can see it leaves a nice clean edge, which could be at the edge of the picture, or it could be on the shoreline, it could be at the sea. And hopefully that answers your question for you. Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for today, folks, but remember, all the artistic advice and inspiration you need is just a click away. Visit the SAA website at saa.co.uk for more information and resources available to support you on your creative journey. Join us next time when Alison Board will be demonstrating how to use masking fluid to weave a web of artistic beauty, and we'll be shining the introducing spotlight onto the work of versatile SAA professional artist Carol Kibble. And Keith Fenwick returns for the third and final part of his step-by-step landscape project. See you very soon for another colourful edition of A Splash of Paint.
Whether you're a beginner, improver or professional, discover more about the full range of SAA membership benefits available to bring a bigger splash of paint into your life. Visit www.saa.co.uk for details.